I got another message. I'll tell you later. Hi everyone. My name is Jess and I am a thriftaholic. Thank you for joining me on my weekly show. Thrifting is my beach. I don't even know what do I call this? Thrifty Thursday. Thrifting Thursday, Thredup Thursday. Just depends what's kind of going on. But how are you guys all doing? Hope you're all doing well, enjoying the weather. I live here in Illinois and it has been beautiful, but it's going to cool down again. So if you watched my previous videos, you may notice I don't have glasses on right now. I have like trial contacts from probably a couple years ago that I put in, and so if you see me squinting in the chat, that's why, because they are not a current prescription. But when I record videos and I use my ring light, especially in the evenings I have to use it, it bothers me because the reflection off my lenses are so bad, and I pay, to get like the anti-glare and all that stuff, but it just doesn't matter with the ring light. So anyways, hello. So for my weekly show, I go over reseller news across all the platforms minus Amazon because I don't do Amazon yet. And then I like when you guys stay active in the chat. Like if you guys could say hello, that would be great. Thanks for joining me. What are you guys doing tonight? Yeah. Anyways, so after I go over reseller news, I go over my sales highlights, which tonight I have, so if you follow me on Instagram, I'm just repeating myself, but I have not had an eBay sale. So today is March 11th. I have not had an eBay sale since March 4th, and I have been listing probably like every other day. And I have over 900 items in my store. Like, I don't know what's going on. I did have a sale run, end on the 3rd, and I hadn't realized that, and so I restarted a sale today. But I'm kind of nervous. Luckily, like Mercari, I had 4 sales, but my sales are so low. So yes, I'm going to show you pretty much everything that I have sold within this last week that does not include eBay. So Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, and then I had one on shopthrilling.com. So thanks for joining me, everyone. Let's get started. And if you're watching this later, let me know in the comments, what do you usually do on a Thursday night? Try to catch me live and get active in the chat. I always love when people are active in the chat and we interact with one another. So let's get started. So today, like I said, is March 11th. It is a Thursday, and this is usually the start of my weekend, as my husband has Fridays off. So it's kind of like the start of our weekend, and I don't know, I really enjoy having him home. And so let's get going into reselling news. And I typically type out notes and have everything super organized. Not tonight, I'm sorry. So it's going to be really brief. The show will probably be one of the shortest shows. I always say that, and then I usually go for almost an hour. But anyways, let's see. So I think one thing to note, if you sell on Poshmark, and I did not see any big announcement about this change, it is just a minor change, but something to note, that when you are listing an item on Poshmark, that you can now offer an instant discount in shipping. So if they want to buy it at the full price, but you have the option to offer, and they also, when you send an offer to likers, then you have an option to do is it $5.95 shipping? Because before you only had the option of no shipping, $4.99 shipping, or the full $7.45 shipping. So now you have the option of the top one, so it eats less into your profits, which is always good to note. So you have the option for when you send an offer to likers. You also have the option when you are initially listing. And did I do it on one item? I can't remember, but let me know in the comments. Have you used this feature for newly listed items, and have you seen a quicker sell-through rate, or I guess, how fast are you selling your items with this new feature? Because I think it's something great to offer. I guess one thing I think almost all Poshmark sellers wish is that there would be a first class under £1 shipping option for cheaper shipping, because most of my items are under $1, or no, under £1, and it's off-putting for a buyer to pay $7. Like, I shop on Poshmark myself, and I never buy just one item from a closet. I make a bundle, and I buy other items that I can resell to kind of cover the cost of my shipping. So do you guys do that too, or am I the only one? Okay, so that's that. Now with eBay, like I stated before, I initially started selling on eBay. I've been selling on there for 5 years. I'm a top rated seller. I have 2 weeks ago, I finally got over 900 active listings. I sell everything, modern, vintage, hard goods, clothing, accessories, everything. And I don't know what the deal is. It's like ever since my sale ended, that was like 20% off, and it was only selected items. I think I had 400 items on sale. And it's like ever since my sale ended, the number of sales I've had has completely disappeared. And so I went to my seller dashboard to kind of check statistics and the numbers, and the my impressions was showing it was pretty much zero for today compared to just a couple days ago. And it's almost like my account has been suspended, but I have not received any notification. I haven't gotten a Vero. I haven't gotten a defect. I don't know what's going on. So of course I reach out to Instagram community, because the reselling Instagram community is wonderful. If you're not on Instagram, you might want to consider it, because it's just a wealth of knowledge. And if I feel like most people have your best interests. So I went on to Instagram to kind of try to get other people's opinions, and it just seems like, and I'm guessing it's people haven't necessarily gotten their income tax money back yet, or everyone's waiting for this stimulus money that's coming soon, and I'm just not seeing sales. So it's making me rethink everything. When I think I know what's going on in my business, and it's like I have to start and rethink everything over. So I'm listing anything and everything. The low dollar items, I'm trying to just list on Facebook Marketplace, because things seem to do decent over there. But I don't know. I'm kind of at a standstill with eBay, and I don't know which direction to go. So that's eBay. I don't think there is any huge headlines. For once, I don't have any drama with Thredup. I do want to know, and I should have written down this comment that somebody, I'm trying to think what video the person commented. Was it last week or the week before? Or no, I think that was a video I made on the the Vernon Hills warehouse closing. So if you go back to my Thredup playlist, you can go back to this person's comment, and they may watch my current videos, I don't know. But they used to work at Thredup in Vernon Hills for probably 2 years, but they stopped working, I think, in 2018. And it may be almost inappropriate, and so I'm not going to say what they said, but it was pretty provocative. And let me just say, they used emojis with an eggplant. So just think about that for a second. And because I was looking for somebody to interview from that location at the warehouse, since it's closed, I would love to, well, I guess closing next week, I believe. But I would love to hear, the inside scoop and just stuff like that. And so it's like, man, maybe I should just reach out to them and see what the good old Thredup, because back in the day, I think 2 years ago, Thredup used to automatically pay you out, and now it's completely different. Hi, Patty. Yes, it seems like across the board, quite a few people are having slow sales, people that do resell used items. So yes, I think that, I don't know. And I haven't worked near as much the last 6 months, so maybe I'm just bumped down a lot in the searches, but I've been doing promoted listing on almost every single item, and I'm selling less compared to when I did no promoted listings last year, because the fees are $100, $150 just for promoted listing fees. So I'm considering getting rid of those, because I'm not making enough money to justify using those. I don't know. What do you think? I'm not sure. Okay, so it's not, I'm guessing it's the time of year after Christmas, also the pandemic, people are uncertain with the economy, stocks are crashing, gas is going up, there's a lot of uncertainty, so I know that plays a big role, but I'm hoping it increases in the near future, because we have financial plans that we would like to accomplish, and we can't do that when I am hardly making any money. So, okay, enough of my negative Nancy talk about eBay. Let's talk about, I don't know, what other platform should we talk about? I have not done any follow-up videos yet for shopthrilling.com. Because I have not been listing hardly any vintage. I have been trying to get through. I've gotten a bunch of rescue boxes and Goodwill blue boxes. And so I've been trying to get those listed and out, put back in my inventory. And those are very low dollar items. And so that could also be a reason why my sales have slowed, because I'm not necessarily listing, like items that I would sell for $30 and up. All of these items are probably under $30, but I don't know. I don't have, like I said, I don't really have much reselling news. So, I guess one thing to note is that we previously have mentioned Buffalo Exchange as consignment before, where you could mail your clothes to them, and it could possibly be something you want to consider if you are just looking to liquidate and you don't want to use Thredup anymore. Buffalo Exchange announced this week that they are no longer accepting consignment via mail. So you can only take clothes there like a Plato's Closet in person. So, unfortunately, we have Plato's Closet around our area, but the closest one to me is an hour away. Like I've stated before, I live in the sticks. I have a cornfield across my street. We have to drive 15 minutes to get to a town. I live in a tiny little village. It's not even a town. So, I have limited resources when it comes to that. So, I do have a local consignment store that I've previously mentioned, but I'm probably going to wait till the summer before I start using them as liquidation. Or if I can get things at the bins for like under $1 and then make $8 at a consignment store, I'm okay with that. So, all right. Well, let's go to my sales. And then after I go through my sales, I'll talk like more on a personal note about my week, okay? So I'm going to switch over my screen and go into the vortex. Hi, Megan. Okay, so yes, I figure I have not, like I said, I've been listing probably every other day. I need to be more consistent. And so what I do is I cross post. So I initially list on eBay, and then so I'll get all my items, because I do bulk, like I'll photograph, I don't know, 5 to 15 items, and then I'll list them all on eBay. So that's one day. Something just fell, did not sound good. And the second day, I will cross post to all of my other platforms. So I have considered hiring out like somebody to list my items for me, as I think that would be great, but I'm already paying for a VA to share my Poshmark closet, and it's just, okay, where, like, I don't know if I'm that big of a seller to keep paying out for my services. What do you guys think? Because there are financially reasonable rates online for listers, but I am such a control freak. I don't know if I could let that go and give it off to somebody else, but that's something I'm considering. I did, like, I think I showed, I think I told you guys last week that I had upgraded my List Perfectly account from basic to like the bulk, and it is quicker. I guess I just updated. I had the older version of List Perfectly, and so I was having issues with having it work properly. Like, it took a couple minutes to get it to work properly. So I think I got that fixed, but let's go into the vortex and I'll show you my sales. They are low dollar sales, guys. I mean, as you're going to see, I tell you guys everything. I'm not a multi-millionaire. This is just like my side hustle that I do when I have time. So, no, yeah, glad you asked that. I am not full-time, like, at all. I've never been full-time, and I probably won't be full-time until my kids are in school. I have a 1, 3, and 6-year-old, and it's going to be a while before I go full-time. And then when I get to that full-time status, I think I would love to add on Amazon too. So yes, I have like 940 listings on my eBay store. If you want, down in the description below, I put all my shop names. I don't think I have all the links, but you can look them up and you can go through and see my listings. So, okay, yes, I'm very part-time. gosh, I can't tell you how many hours because it totally fluctuates on my kid's mood, realistically. And plus, I'm going to the gym now, and so that's also taking time away from my work. All right, so let's get into the vortex, and I'll switch over and share my screen with you guys, and we will go over sales, okay? So bear with me for 1 second as I switch the screen over. And there you go. Okay, so we are starting with Poshmark. My Poshmark closet is basic to bougie. So, all right, the first sale I have, and this is going over from this Thursday to the previous Thursday. So 7 days, 1 week. So we have here a pair of vintage gold tone butterfly earrings. It kind of gives me like Black Hills Gold vibes, but it is not Black Hills Gold. It's called Closon. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but I got these at a garage sale this last summer for 50 cents. They were really pretty. I considered keeping them, but I don't know. I don't think they're my current style, so I let them go. I had them listed, I think, for $20, and somebody offered me $15, and I accepted because if you think about it, I believe they paid like full shipping for that. So, all right. Oh, I forgot I could use my other hand. Okay. The next one is a bins find. I actually had another bins shopper come over and hand this sweatshirt to me because I think I had my daughter with me. Yeah, this is when I was breastfeeding and I couldn't go anywhere because she wouldn't take a bottle. So she had to go everywhere with me. And so I brought my niece to watch my daughter, and so she's like, oh, this would be so cute. And so I took it because it's a hand knit sweatshirt or hoodie. It's very cute. I love the colors. It did take a while to sell. I've had it for a year, but it was listed for, I had it listed for $30, and somebody sent me an offer for $15, and like I said, I need money. Well, I don't need money, but I want money. And so I accepted. And here we have another bins find. These don't bring high dollar, but they are nice bread and butter, and they sell pretty decent. I got these, I think, at the bins when it was around Halloween time. They put a lot of their dance wear as costumes. So just a little side note, around Halloween time, you'll find good costumes at the bins, and at least in Central Illinois. Okay, so I took an offer of $16. I believe I had this listed for $20, and I've had it for sale for like a year. So next, whoops. Okay. This is something that was actually my husband's. He's horrible with liking clothes if somebody else buys it for him. He gets, like, I stopped buying him clothes pretty much, but I think it's, well, okay, I'm not going to go into who got it for him, but I probably wore this more than he did. It was very cozy. It was like almost Sherpa, but it was like that polyester, really soft. And I think this was just from Kohl's, but it sold. I had this listed for $30, and it's been listed for probably 9 months realistically, and it sold for $25. I love it when people give you like great offers. So, and the last item that sold on Poshmark was a pair of kids Lacoste, however you say that, sneakers. And I got these at the bins. I thought they'd have done a little bit better. I did have to clean them up some. They, I would consider they weren't like, yeah, I called them play shoes because of, you'll see where the sole is. Do you guys see that? Yeah, see, it's like almost separating. And yeah, I always disclose any flaws. A lot of my items I sell are flawed. I don't turn away from flawed items. I just always disclose it, or I'll try to fix it. Whoops. Okay. Apparently I lost internet connection. So hopefully there's no lag in my live. Okay. Moving on to Facebook Marketplace. So I actually took these off of my son's shelf yesterday and listed them. He is 6 and he's more into video games now than trains. He's kind of outgrown that stage, and we got these at a garage sale. I don't know how much we paid for them, not much. The first two you see there are like metal piggy banks, and then the back one is a musical tin train. And I think I looked up on eBay the tin train comps, but the condition of those piggy banks wasn't the greatest. They were like kind of corroded and stuff. So I just listed it all for cheap, 15 bucks, and I really thought I was going to sell locally, but I always offer shipping. And somebody paid $12 to have that shipped to them, and it sold quick, like maybe an hour or two after listing. So, okay, the next item to sell, I don't know why my Facebook is not going to all, okay, there. I have all these windows open and they're not supposed to be open. Okay, the next item I have is, and I showed this in a recent haul, some little girls' clothes, probably from the 80s. I did have to stitch up that yellow bodysuit, and so I did put probably too much time into this for a $10 sale, but I really like to make my item the best that it can be. So yeah, I spent like 5 minutes stitching up some minor holes, but I disclosed it and it sold for 10 bucks, and I keep covering my camera. Okay, and I don't know if I got all my Facebook Market sales on here or not, because all those other windows were open, but if you see my previous recent videos of hauls, I have been getting Goodwill Blue Box jewelry boxes. It's like 5 pounds of jewelry, and I absolutely love going through them. And so I've been selling off the junk, like the stuff that can be repurposed, things that are not worth it for me to list. Okay, I was just checking because I saw something. I was like, wait a minute, I wanted to sell that, but it's not what it is. So I've sold both of my boxes within a few hours of listing of my junk jewelry. And I know I just sell it for 10 bucks. I just want it gone. So I sold it for $10 and they paid $12 for shipping. Okay, now we're going to be moving on Mercari. Now, Mercari is typically a very slow platform for me. I'll have like maybe one sale a week. And then the other day I had no sales on all my other platforms and people kept sending me offers on things. So here's the first one. It is, sorry, I didn't realize the person's name was right there. This is a bundle, and I had sent out offers on some shirts. That shirt actually came from the Goodwill Blue Box Y2K box, and probably like half of the items weren't even from Y2K. Like, they were modern things. It's a crap box. I've been told it's a crap box, and typically they're better. So I'm not going to risk another $50 on that item. I think my buy-in price for each of those items was $3.20. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so a Spider-Man Vans shirt and then that Scarecrow shirt. Made a deal with the buyer, $30 for those two shirts, and then they paid for shipping. Next, we have something that was personally mine. I never even wore, unfortunately. I bought this locally for $10 to wear myself, and I never got it out to wear. It's so cute. It's like boutique-y, cheap fabric, but it's cute. Mommy and me matching shirts, and sold within hours of listing. I had it listed for $22, and somebody sent me an offer for $20, and they just received them today, and we're super stoked. So the next is a shock, and so I always share my Lularoe sales with Instagram because there are tons of haters on, obviously the brand is, I don't know if you guys watched the documentary about Lularoe. It was very interesting and eye-opening, but a lot of people turn their nose up to Lularoe, and if I get it like donated to me, or if I see it in the thrift and it's a decent style and it's a good price, I will sell it. I typically sell the dresses for like 20 to 25. So I keep there's like knots in my hair and I keep touching it. But this one I saw at the thrift and it was $3. It was 2X and it had a Chicago Cubs baseball patch on the front, and I knew it would sell really well. Somebody sent me an offer. I had this listed for $49 and somebody bought it for $38, and it was used, like it wasn't even new. So that just goes to show you that they sell. Somebody recently told me on Instagram that Lularoe makes jeans, like pant jeans. So, and I think full disclosure, I wear Lularoe to bed. The leggings are so soft. So I mean, I don't have a problem, and I will sell them if I can make a profit. Okay, the next one is a Lularoe Bra, and it's a good size. It's a 36D, very basic. It's like a t-shirt bra. It was so soft. I would love to buy one for my size. That's something I need to know. I'm so cheap, I don't know that I could pay retail for that. So, okay, that is the last Mercari sale I had. And as you can see, somebody sent me an offer. I had it listed for $33 and it sold for $27. And I did have this listed for, as you can see, I had it listed since, that's not accurate. That's when it sold, I think. Oh no, yeah. So I had it listed for like a month. I posted it on February 9th. So yeah, about a month. And the last item to show you guys, switch back through the, okay. Well, that's it, unwrinkled or undone, but I styled it because it looks so much cuter this way. This is what I do if I have a button front vintage top. I will totally knot it and style it on my dress form, and I just always show it like unbuttoned so you see what it truly looks like. But I do well styling shirts like this, and I got this shirt at Goodwill around Halloween. It was marked for like a little over $2. Now, this is Western with fringe, but it's also silk. So that's what got me. I love selling silk and linen and wool, but silk and linen do well. So when I got it home, do you guys have this happen where you buy something at Goodwill and you get it home and you're like, oh my gosh, look, they tag the item off of the seam. And with, look, do you see how many times they tag that, guys? Look, okay, 1, 2, and then the one off the seam. Well, they're all off the seam. And so sadly, I had to disclose that, but shocking. And there's also a blemish, an oil mark I did not see, but I still sold it for $40. It blows my mind. I had it listed down to like $22 on eBay. And so if you're interested and you have experience and have current listings of vintage clothing up, you should consider Shop Thrilling. I make sales on their equivalent to Etsy prices. I have the same prices on both platforms. So it's pretty simple to list. It's a little bit of a learning curve, and I think I previously made a video about it if you're interested how to do that, because it is a little bit challenging. So I'm going to switch back over. It's, wow, it's only, yeah, guys, this may be my shortest show, because I don't have anything else to show you guys. Okay. And I always have to remind myself, and I forgot to tell you, that there's like a 20-second lag from the time that I'm talking to the time it's on YouTube. So just keep that in mind. Tabs have a mind of their, oh my gosh. No, it's user error. I think. I don't know, because sometimes I'll close my laptop and I'll open it and the tabs like refresh, and so that may be what had happened. I just don't like showing buyers information because that is confidential and should not be to the public. So, oh, Lularoe Bras go on clearance for $30. That's a really good price because I swear, if you have like bigger boobs, you can't get cheap bras. Like, there's no such thing. Like genetically, I always have to get really nice bras, and so you have to pay money for those. But I still go like on eBay and stuff, and you can get them new for a decent price compared to actual retail stores. So yeah, and I can always look on eBay and save like the search, and you can be notified via text or email when there's a new listing. So that's what I may do, because that's important. I also, well, no, that's probably TMI. I ordered new underwear, which as an adult, like getting new socks and underwear, why do you get so excited? I don't know why. Don't get it. But the website has free shipping. You're kidding. Because I'd like to get like a dry fit hat. I've sold like a white one before, but I don't want white. I want a dark color, probably like black. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell you my size, but I'll check it out and see if, because yeah, I definitely, and we got our tax return money back. So I guess I'll like move on to my personal life segment. We got our tax return money back, I think yesterday. and my husband and I file jointly, and obviously he is the breadwinner. He must have great work ethic or something, because he has a really good job. So we got our tax return money back, and so we've laid out like how much money is going where, and so we typically don't spend much money on ourselves personally, like for clothes or shoes, because I try to get almost everything used unless it's Christmas and they're gifts. So I think tomorrow we are actually going to go on a date, which has been a hot minute since we've been out like together, and we're gonna go buy new gym shoes, which I need. I'll actually take off my shoes and show you right now. I've had them on all day, so good thing you're not here because my feet probably smell. But I actually got these. I love Nike Free, or like the Nike Knit. Very comfortable, and they fit snug on my foot. I don't like my feet moving around when I'm at the gym or doing like classes there. And so this is probably the style that I will look for. I may try on the Air Maxes. I don't know. I don't know if I would like that. I previously used to love the Shocks back in like Y2K era, but I love the colors. I like neon, bright, bold colors. And so I like the style, and I actually got these off Instagram from a fellow reseller. But you stock Lularoe. If you go there's an area that says we made too much. Are you serious? How come I haven't seen that on Instagram from anybody? That is awesome. Okay, well, I will definitely have to check that out because I'm in need. So, okay, personal life, weekly confession. I've told you before that I've gone through times in my life in my adult life, where I've started working out and everything like that, but I've been fortunate not to have to regularly work out to maintain my physique. And then I hit my 30s, and that's kind of no longer the case. I've had 3 kids, and after my third one, my eating habits have been horrible, like horrible. And so I gained weight, right? And I breastfeed for the first year of each baby. And so I'm always really hesitant to go on a calorie strict diet to affect my milk supply, but I don't think Tom wants to hear about my breast milk. So I'll keep that part brief. And so I would put off exercising and, poor eating habits. The longer you go, the worse typically it gets. And my husband and I were like, okay, beginning of 2021. Oh, and then COVID. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of COVID? When that hit, my anxiety shot like way up, and I never really had much anxiety. I started having anxiety, and I started eating my emotions. So I didn't gain tons of weight, but I gained inches, and it was all new to me. It felt like I was trapped inside of somebody else's body. It's very uncomfortable. Luckily, I didn't leave the house because I could not fit into a lot of my clothes. So finally, 2021 came, and my husband and I need to both be on the same boat. I don't know how you are with your partner, but if like one of us eats bad, or if one of us goes and gets a soda, then the other one is like, okay, 2 and 2. We always do the same thing. So we knew we needed to do this together, and we kept putting it off even after the new year. And so what finally got my butt in gear is a friend of mine messaged me about getting a Y membership. And of course I was hesitant because I've been a complete hermit before and during COVID, and just like for safety reasons. And I know everyone has their own beliefs and stuff, but for me, my mental health and my physical health is very important. And I was getting to a point where I felt like it outweighed, and our levels here are rather low as far as positive cases, so I felt more comfortable. And the person that was encouraging me to go the Y is very very much like me as far as being safe, and they wouldn't risk it if they didn't think it was safe. So anyways, it has worked out. I've been going for 3 weeks, and I used to do sports in high school, and used to take fitness classes and do like beach body programs. So I'm familiar with like lifting weights and, like foods to eat and all that. So it's not so much, I'm not even counting my calories. I'm not trying super hard, but that's just it. It's all about small changes. So during the day, during the kids' nap, I used to go and eat junk, and now I'll have like an orange, and I drink diet soda, which we talked about before, which has aspartame, and it's horrible, but it has 0 calories. It's a stepping stone to something healthier in the near future, hopefully. And so yes, I will tell you guys, and I mention this pretty much every time because it's a huge part of my personality, is I have ADD, and I have taken medication for it since I was in college, and then obviously I had to go off of it when we had kids and when I was breastfeeding, so I recently got back on it, and I don't feel the need. Okay, hold on. What are you doing? It's my son. He got out of bed. You need to put your pull-up back on, okay?
I know.
Okay, put it back on. Or go see Dad if you need something, okay? Because I'm live right now. Okay? Sorry, guys. So I don't feel the need. Like, I don't feel like I need it anymore. So the thing that also made it much easier to go to the gym is that they offer daycare while you're at the gym. And I actually used to work at this Y, and the ladies are wonderful. It's always the same people, and my kids actually don't mind going, and it's great for me to get my own mom time, like me time, I guess. And it's also great for the kids because I work from home. They're always with me, and especially my younger one, she only like goes to me, so it's great for her to get more socially comfortable with other people. So that's where I'm at. I do workout classes, and then I also do my own cardio, and I lift weights. I do body pump, body combat, Zumba. Anyways, something that happened this week, I hurt myself. I have not really had any broken bones or anything. The biggest thing I've ever had was a sprained ankle back in high school. So I strained my neck, and let me tell you, it was so painful. It like popped weird when I was looking down or something, and I couldn't move it after that. It was very painful, and so couldn't move it for like a day any direction. And so I went out and started using Icy Hot, and then the Icy Hot patches, and that helped. And then I took Tylenol. And so today, that was Saturday, and today's Thursday, so it's been 5 days, and I have probably like 90% mobility. I can't lean all the way back. So yes, I strained it. I must have overdid it, and I know I'm not drinking enough water still, which I need to get better about. But do you see baby steps? Where's my water? I'm drinking water right now. Typically, I'll have a soda. It dropped. And of course, it's not plain water. It's Crystal Light, but gosh, there it is. And it has caffeine in it. It's the strawberry with caffeine, which probably isn't the greatest for it being nighttime, but yes. So breastfeeding, it does burn a lot of calories, and I would eat so much food and not the right food. So I loved it, but I'm glad it's over. I like having my, I don't know, you know how it is. I liked having my body back to myself. So yes, I have lost 5 pounds. I've been working out and just living a healthier lifestyle for 3 weeks, and I didn't want to lose weight quick because I want this to be a lifestyle change, not just a diet. And so taking small steps. I'm not counting my calories quite yet. I have a smartwatch picked out that I'm probably going to buy over the weekend, and getting new gym shoes. So these shoes I showed you, I don't know if you can tell, but the sole, like if I do push-ups or anything on the floor, my feet slide. I don't have a good enough tread. So I need to get new shoes. And I don't know if you guys wear glasses, but I sweat a lot during some of these classes. And if you're doing like burpees or something on the floor, my glasses slide down my nose and I can't see what move is next. So I need to bite the bullet and go to the eye doctor and get contacts. I used to not leave the house, guys, without makeup, and now I leave the house in my pajamas, probably no bra. I haven't brushed my hair. Like, it's so bad, and I feel so much better about myself and my mood when I am like more put together, and I'm sure you guys are too. So one of our kids was sick this last week for like 5 hours. He hasn't, and is our 3-year-old, and he hasn't been sick, like, besides a cold, he hasn't had like flu symptoms. No fever. It must have just been something he ate, lasted maybe 5 hours, and he was fine. Thank goodness. Nobody else had any of those symptoms. So that was something we dealt with. And I went thrifting. I just posted a thrift haul a couple hours ago. If you haven't seen it yet, it's got pretty much everything in it. Yes, so I would totally take my glasses off, but I am legally blind, guys. I don't know, have you seen how thick my lenses are? I have to pay a lot of money to get them made thinner, but I am legally blind and have worn glasses since I was in kindergarten. Unfortunately, I have bad eyes, so I have to either wear contacts or glasses, and someday maybe I can have LASIK. LASIK, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, so I feel like if I have good workout clothes, like I wouldn't even wear matching clothes. Like, who cares, right? But like, I like to pre-plan my outfits and like have them folded up together so I can just grab them. And I'm just planning more. I'm setting several alarms so we're not late. And my mood has just elevated. And so, like I've told you before, I no longer take my ADD meds. Initially, I stopped taking them when I started working out because it increases your heart rate, and my heart rate is already really increased when I do my workouts. When I'm doing cardio, and not intensive cardio, just regular cardio, it gets to like 160, 170, and I was telling the trainer about that, and he said that is too high, and he asked if I'd had my cholesterol checked before, which I haven't, except when I was pregnant, and that's pretty different when you're pregnant compared to when you're not. So I probably need to have blood work done. Unfortunately, I don't like having so yeah, I don't know, but I think high cholesterol runs in the family. That's something I need to get looked into. But yeah, I like wearing nice workout clothes because I feel like I work harder, I feel better in my clothes. And today, so I typically wear a size large top. Like, I just have to, there's no way around it, right? Well, I had previously bought an Athleta pullover. Actually, I'm wearing it right now. I forgot. And I love it because the neon in the jacket matches my shoes. And it has pit stains, like I can't get them out. And I tried like stain treating it, whatever, it didn't come out. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it. But it's a size medium, and so it's a little tight on me. It's more fitted. I typically wear really loose clothes because I don't like tight fitting clothes typically because I'm not comfortable in it. But today I'm like, if I suck it in, it's okay. So today I got myself into a medium top, but that's that. So thanks all for sticking with me while I babble about my life. I don't have anything else. I'm looking forward to my date tomorrow with my husband. We don't get much time without our kids. And what else has gone on? Nothing. Oh, I spray tan not spray tan, but I self tan my stuff with like tanning foam because I get so white. And I used to tan back in my 20s, which obviously is really bad for you. And now I'm getting like, crow's feet or whatever you want to call it. Or you could just say, I've smiled a lot in my life and it's catching up with me. So yeah, working out is fun. I really enjoy it. So like I said, I like to do Zumba. I like to dance. I'm not a runner though. I'll tell you, when I get on the treadmill, I do the incline. Like I go up, I work my way up, and then I work my way down. And you burn so many calories, and it's a lot better on your joints. I just like walking. But I also do some Les Mills body pump, and then like I said, body combat. And it is, I would say if you do any of the Beachbody programs, I would say the body combat, the body combat class is like is just as crazy probably as Insanity. I don't know if you guys did that program like 10 years ago with Sean, but it's very, very intense. And even the instructor, was it yesterday I did the class? Yeah, yesterday, even stopped and did not do a segment because it was so crazy and she needed to catch her breath. So just, yeah. I do love Zumba. I have a hard time learning count, like the moves, and she doesn't count. Like, I'm a counter for like dance. And so it's hard for me to learn moves and the steps because a lot of it is like salsa. So my footwork is horrible. And yeah, I've only gone a few times. I know it will get better, but yeah, I love to dance. I don't know. I mean, I just love the natural endorphins that come out of your brain when you work out. It's great. So, and I usually do it in the morning. And so I have energy for the whole day, and I get that little hour and a half time for myself. And then I am a better mom to my kids because I'm not like, I guess I don't have a short fuse because I had that time for myself. So, hi Ann, thanks for joining. What workouts, what is your like favorite workout? I also like to do yoga, which I haven't done yet and I need to do because my muscles need stretched out. So when you join most gyms, they offer like a few training sessions, and so I had my second one, was it yesterday? And typically when you do these training sessions, they like pretty much kill you because they push you so hard. And I told the guy when I went there, I was like, I don't want to be pushed super hard. I was like, I just want to know how to work these machines because I've always been intimidated by machines, especially if there's like people around. I have that social anxiety where I feel like people are watching me look like an idiot trying to figure out how to adjust the machine. So I got showed how to do all the machines, and he had a sheet with him for each machine that I could keep track of what number adjustment, how many reps I do, and how many pounds I do. So it was great, and I absolutely loved it. And so today I went into the machines by myself, and I loved it. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's been more and more studies done that lifting is good for your body as far as, well, not only that, but it burns calories more so throughout the day, especially when you do heavier lifting. So before, when I was doing like the Beachbody programs, it was lighter weights for like a minute at a time. And so now I'm trying to do heavier weights. But I guess it depends if you want to bulk up or if you want to just be slim. So yeah, like I said, I would love to lose probably like another 10 pounds, but realistically, it's more so about losing inches. I don't necessarily care as much about how much I weigh because as you work out, you obviously put on muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat. So I'm just looking to, and I know this is probably all like, some people probably think I'm skinny, but I'm not. And I know some people who are like a 4 that used to be a 2 is like, yes, I need to lose weight. And so I know by talking like this, I'm probably going to get thumbs down, but I'm just going to lay it all out there. So I typically would wear like a size 6. And if I don't work out, I'm like a size 8. And during COVID, I was in a 10 and pushing out of a 10. Like I had to squeeze myself into it. And at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm considered, because I typed in like my height and weight, and I was considered borderline like overweight. And so my parents have had recent health issues recently that are kind of related to weight and the food that they eat. And I'm like, you know what? I need to take care of my body. You only get one body. And so I kind of just had it in my brain that I need to do this, not for myself, but I need to be a role model for my kids. My oldest is 6. I'm signing my 3 and 6-year-old up for soccer, and I want them to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I don't want them to be these lazy people that are the typical American that is overweight, not just physically, but for their health. I want them to be healthy. So anyways, yes, it's just, I don't know. It's probably too personal for my page, but just telling you guys how I feel and what I've been going through. And yes, it's all about being comfortable in your skin. So I just wasn't comfortable in my skin. I think because, and it wasn't my weight or what size, I think it's my body shape. So I've been carrying the weight that I put on, I carried right in my stomach. Like, and not evenly in my stomach either. It was in the bottom portion and it was not flattering. Like I couldn't even suck in. Like I had no core. You know, after you have a baby, your abdominal region muscles stretch out. I forget, recti something, where they stretch out. And it's hard to get a flat stomach. And I know it's going to be hard work, but I've been working the hardest I've ever worked in my life to get my body strong and healthy again. So yes, it is very important to keep your body in shape, for real. I'm amazed at how mentally strong I am now when I work out compared to when I first started. I don't give up. Before, I would do a class and only last 30 minutes, and now I can last the whole hour. I love seeing the progress, and my clothes are actually starting to fit a little bit looser, and so I'm starting to put away some of my leggings that I have to like keep pulling up, and I love that feeling. And now I get to go buy new clothes. Hopefully I don't spend too much money tomorrow because I typically don't buy retail. So anyways, I'm most excited about buying new shoes, because shoes are very important, as you guys all aware. And I prefer the Nike brand for tennis shoes. I always have. I like how they fit my feet. So that's probably what I'm buying. And the smartwatch to track my heart rate, as that's something I need to look into. Heart disease runs in our family, pretty significant. And I actually used to have heart issues when I was younger, but it was before they had it called diagnosis panic attacks. When I was younger, I'd be in an unfamiliar environment. I think it started when I was about 4, and it went on till I was probably like 8. When I was in an unfamiliar environment, I would get like a stomach ache, and I would get heart palpitations, like a racing heart. And a couple of the times I got taken to the emergency room, and they put me on the machine. They're like, you know, except for the increased heart rate, there's nothing else wrong. And I was never medicated, thank goodness. But it's something I guess outgrew. I developed coping skills, I'm assuming. And so yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm healthy. You know, I want to be around for my kids. So okay, everyone, I talked way too long. I talked the normal almost an hour. But if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, please do. I know I have been kind of quiet on there lately, as I've been focusing more on myself and the little bit of time I get to work. So that's all I have for you guys. This next week, I'm going to be posting out a Thredup jewelry unboxing. I already unboxed it. Just to tell you guys. And what else am I going to be doing? I'll probably do a thrift haul, because I'm guessing I'll be going thrifting this next week. And I don't know. Let me guys know in the chat. What kind of videos do you want to see? I probably need to post an update on what has sold on Thredup. I have had more kits go live, and I still cannot order more kits. I still have the clean out bags from several months ago I can use. I think that was it. I don't have anything else for you guys, but thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. You know, like I said, I don't really have like in-person friends. I've always been really close to my family, and with the pandemic, it's been really hard. I finally recently, you know, have like started going outside and talking to people, and it has really helped my mood. But my weekly show is like the one time I get to just talk to you guys and you listen for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I do really appreciate it. Before you guys leave, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be amazing. And if you're watching this later, go ahead and comment down below, like, what did you like about my video? What videos should I be posting in the near future? Because sometimes I feel like I'm redundant with what I'm posting, and don't you think it's kind of boring? I don't know. So let me know that. And I know about half of you that watch me are not subscribed, and you should subscribe. I would love it. So you had cholesterol tested and it was high. Oh, meat. Okay, so I don't do much dairy. Like, I never drink milk, but I do eat meat daily. We always have meat in our meals. Um, it's either chicken or ground turkey because ground turkey is cheaper and it's healthier. So I don't know if ground turkey is something I shouldn't be eating, but I wouldn't be surprised if I have high cholesterol just because my diet has been so horrible up until recently. So, okay, everyone. Yes. Okay. So, Ellie, I have been getting into jewelry. I've always loved jewelry. I used to handcraft jewelry like 12 years ago for a short period of time. And I had a little company called Dazzling Dainties. I still have my Facebook group. I can't like delete the group for some reason, so it's still on Facebook if you want to go look. But I love selling jewelry, and then when I worked at Goodwill, I did their jewelry, so I'm kind of familiar with like markings and some brands and stuff like that. So yes, I love jewelry, and the Goodwill Blue Box jewelry boxes are five pounds for $30, and you pay $5 shipping, and it is filled, like huge, and I've found total items to make good profit off of the $30. So if that's something that you guys want to get into, I would highly recommend the Goodwill Blue Boxes. They go so fast though. You have to be on there right at 5 o'clock every Friday night, 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. So I'm buffering. Okay, so Tom, you're looking forward to salads and fresh greens and fruits and stuff. Yeah, we're deciding what to put in our garden. We have good soil, and so Matt has a list of what he's going to plant, and I think we're going to add some stuff to our garden this year as my kids love it. Our kale. Okay, so we grew kale last year, and my 3-year-old loves kale. I don't know how, but he loves raw kale. He'll go out to the garden all the time and pick it. So I don't know how, but we still have green on our kale, and he just went out yesterday and picked some kale and was eating it. So it amazes me, and that's another thing is I love. My husband is getting a little bit into like the self-sustaining, and so like growing our own food, and we live in town, so we can't like. I don't want to go crazy and get chickens and stuff like that yet, but maybe down the road. So, what size shoe am I? Okay, it totally depends on the brand. I'm typically like a 9, but in Nike, I'm like an 8. So, anyways, yeah. But I like the bright shoes. I don't know why. I always like bright neon colors. So, yes, and you know what's funny, guys, is I bought do you guys watch Lavender Clothesline? She's another reseller. She's got a huge YouTube channel. Or not Lavender. Okay, so I love her. No, but the other one is she does jewelry, and she does live unboxings of all these Goodwill Blue Boxes. Goodness, she's got red hair. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? I'm totally spacing right now. But anyways, she always wears these fake press-on nails by, I think it's called Red Aspen. So I was like, ooh, I need to check that out because I've always been a nail biter. I can grow my nails out, but it takes so much time to paint them and wait for the paint to dry. And like, I'm just very impatient. So I was like, you know what? Let's try these press-on nails. She said she liked them. They didn't damage her nails. So I bought them, and I got them, and I got like the French tip ones, you know, the white on the tips. And I wore them for 5 days. They were easy to put on. They did pop off, like, I think too easy. And so I'd have to like glue them back on. But something I didn't take into consideration is the length of the nails. Since they had white tips on them, I couldn't trim them down because it would take the tips off. So I had these long nails. I could not do anything, guys. I could not even unbuckle my kid's car seat. I had to use my keys to push the button to release the seatbelt. So at that point, I was like, you know what? These nails have to go. So I just need to get different nails that I can trim. And I do. I bought some, so I'll try those. But Rhubarb. Okay, so I transplanted when we used to live in a different town. Somebody gave me some rhubarb because it grows like crazy. And I transplanted it to our yard, but you have to wait like 3 or 5 years, I think, before you can harvest rhubarb. Did you know that, Tom? Like, that seems a little crazy for me. And, oh, tomatoes. Yes, I could go on and on about planting. I also used to help my grandpa. He had a garden, and so I'd always help him. And then when we got our own place, we started doing a garden, and my husband's really into it. And so it's something I'm hoping my kids will get into. My 3-year-old loves to go out in the garden and pick. But anyways, I need to get off. It's late. I think I'm going to go watch a movie. But I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you got something out of this video. If not, it's okay, because sometimes I get really off topic. And there really wasn't much reselling news. I have yet to get on Clubhouse. It sounds like it's going to be a while before they release a version for Android. It is still in the beta version for Apple. And but I'm kind of getting like negative feedback from people where it's like, okay, they all pretty much say the same thing. And it's kind of like causing some drama. And it's like, I don't want any drama. Hi. Why are you still awake?
What a movie over? I heard you say you were going to watch a movie.
I'm going to watch a movie with Daddy. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Daddy's friend's on here. Tom. I'm going to say hi. This is my oldest. His name's Clark. Are you going to say hi or not? This is Clark. It's like a 20-second lag, so you won't see yourself. Don't push me. They get put to bed at like 8 o'clock. But do you think they go to sleep at 8 o'clock? No, they don't. Not unless you lay with them. They will go to sleep if you lay with them. But otherwise, what movie I watch? Oh yeah, Teen Titans Go. Okay, well, I'm tired. You need to go upstairs. You're in your underwear. You need to carefully get off camera without exposing yourself. Thank you. Have a good night. So my son loves to draw. He always has. And go upstairs, please. Stop. He's so inappropriate. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he's 6. He loves to draw. He's a really good artist. And so, okay, he's not next to me anymore. So tonight, he always has this thing like with farting. He's a boy, like whatever. Tonight, so he wanted to learn how to spell the word butt. So, I showed him, because before he said B-U-T, but he's talking about like you're behind. So I said it has another T at the end. So he drew a picture of like a butt. And not just a butt, but like something coming out of it. And I'm trying to hold back my laugh, like, because it's very inappropriate. Like, I would not want him to do that anywhere, especially at school. And so, of course, my husband, he's so much better about when they do something inappropriate, like to keep a straight face. And so my husband's like, don't do that ever again. No. So, yeah, my son took a picture of somebody. Yeah. Anyways, mom life all the time. It's hard. Did I clean up my fridge? So I always clean up my fridge weekly. And I'll tell you my little treat I give myself sometimes, and it's low calorie, is like a little tiny cup, like a sauce, like it's super small, not even probably 1 cup of probably 6 maraschino cherries, like, with the red sauce. And so obviously there's sugar in that, but it's like 5 calories per cherry. And then I use the Ready Whip spray, like Cool Whip, and I put a little bit on top. So it's probably maybe 100 calories. And so if I do snack, I have like 100-calorie popcorn. I have fruit, and I do have cheat days. Like I'm not a saint. Like my husband and I are going out tomorrow, and so I will probably drink a regular pop, and I will probably have a lot of carbs, but it's all about balance. Anyways, yeah. So we go through food really quick. It is hard to not have junk in our house because my kids love junk sometimes. They do love fruit and vegetables, thank goodness, but they love I'm trying to think what they like. They like goldfish, they like veggie straws, they really like those mini muffins. So yeah, I'm not Like my kids eat sugar, they eat processed food, but they also eat healthy food as well. So it's hard to not eat some of their stuff. I used to buy like the Rice Krispie treats or Oreos. That's when I was eating really bad. And I was like, I can't keep this stuff in the house because I'll eat it. So I specifically get food for them if it's not healthy that I won't eat. So I don't feel the urge to have it. But okay, I need to get off here. Obviously, it's way too late. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for sticking with me. And next week, hopefully I have more sales to show you. Fingers crossed. So I hope you guys, like I said, get something out of this video. If not, I don't know. Okay, guys. Well, I need to go. So have a great night, everyone. Bye.